Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and I want to talk about a review for the new Diamond Art Club pins. These pins come preloaded with putty at the single placer end and I believe this is a 4-placer. Yes, this is a 4-placer at the other end. Now this end still does require wax. So the kits that are coming out do have plates of wax in them for you to use with this, but it also comes with additional putty. So if you wanted to use putty in this end, you could, although this is refillable. And you do that by unscrewing it from this end of the pin. You pull this section out and you refill your putty here. Now it does not take very much at all to refill these. And as someone who has used the Pick Me Up pin almost exclusively as my diamond painting single placer for basically the entire time that I have been diamond painting, I felt like I had a pretty good grasp on what it means to have a refillable putty pin to single place with. Now, the Pick Me Up pins work exactly the same way as the Diamond Art Club pins. There is a clear dauber in this one. But in order to get the putty to come out, you just screw this up into the barrel. There is a ledge on the barrel right about where my pinky ends. And so as you screw this in more and more, it hits that ledge, it pushes this down, and putty comes to the end. Now, the Pick Me pins do not have these metal tips on them. I don't know if you're able to see that. There you go. I add those, okay? Because the Pick Me pins have the same issue that the Diamond Art Club pins have, in that this hole where your putty comes out is fairly large, at least in comparison to a drill. And so for quite a while, I have been adding the metal tips from your single placing pins that you get with kits to the tip of my Pick Me pin. And then the putty still comes out the same way. I have no idea if you're going to be able to see in there. Yep. There is putty that comes through the tip, and then this works as a placer, okay? So I tried this out. It works exactly the same way as my Pick Me pin. There is a slight learning curve, at least for me, because this is quite a bit shorter, so my balance was different. Also, the width of it is different, so it was, finding a comfortable way for me to hold this after having gotten used to what is, quite a bit of a larger pen, right? So I was trying this out earlier. I had unboxed these bookmarks, and they ended up working up super quickly, so I've gone through a bunch of them while watching, a movie with my kiddo. And I came into the same issue that I had when I originally got my Pick Me pen, which is I didn't like the fact that as you're working with this, it picks up multiple drills. So I was kind of staring at my opening and I was like, I wonder if I can do this. So let me show you guys how to take your Diamond Art Club pen from this. And I know that people have talked about Diamond Art Club is in the process of creating a pen that has the metal tip. But if you really like these pins and you don't want to wait on that, let me show you how to do it. take your tweezers. I always take the fatter end here, place it on just any pink pen, any color pen that comes with your standard kits. These can be Diamond Art Club pens, these can be budget-friendly pens, these can be any of your single placer pens that have that little metal tip at the end, okay? And use your wide end of your tweezers, and you're gonna have to hold it pretty hard and pull a couple of different times to get it to pop out like that. Oh, and I dropped it. I drop it almost every time. But you'll notice it just pops out like that, not a big deal. And then you pick it up, hold it pretty steady. In this part, all I'm doing is taking the small side of the tip that was in the clear part of this barrel, and I'm going to fit it to the tip of the Diamond Art Club pen, okay? So you'll see it's still sticking out quite a ways, okay? You want to take something metal, so I brought in my handy dandy tool that was sitting on the tool bench, and you are just going to press. Now, I will say that the tip goes into the Diamond Art Club pen much easier than it does with the Pick Me pen. I have to press way harder to get my tips into the Pick Me pens, at least the first time, right, than I did with the Diamond Art Club pen. Now, in order to get wax out, or not wax, it's putty, but to get putty out through the pen, you just turn, okay? You want to make it pretty snug. It doesn't have to be super snug. And then as soon as you'll notice I'm kind of holding it in right now. As soon as you're done turning, put it back on the metal and just hold it. If you hold it for 15, 20, maybe even 30 seconds, when you pick it back up, your pen will be full. The tip is going to push out a little bit because of the pressure of the putty going through it. That's why you're holding it onto the metal for, you know, these few seconds, so that the putty can get through the tip and not just push the tip out, okay? All right, when we pick it up, and yes, there is now putty in our tip, okay? Sometimes the putty leaks out through the top, and if that's the case, you just pinch it off. You can put it back in here to be used or throw it away or whatever. So I am going to grab two random, let's see, the first number I saw was a 6, so that I can show you that this works. So take your pen, notice I'm not doing anything different with it, put it down, and you have one perfectly picked up drill, okay? So let's deposit this on our 6, okay? And I'm just gonna do the other 2 6s that are in this little configuration, so that I do not forget where I was and mess up, okay? And now let's pick up one of the special shapes, because that's one of the things that I like so much about the pick-me-up pen is I don't have to use tweezers. I don't have to use special pens or things like that for the specials. They will pick those up. They don't pull the AB coating off, anything like that. All right, so you go in just the same way, okay? Oh, am I stuck? Yeah, I'm stuck. Okay, and you'll notice I don't quite have enough putty coming through there for that special, which happens when it's a new tip. You may not have quite enough in the tip yet. So let's see if I can do that now. Yep, see, perfectly picks up the special drill, and I can just place that down. None of the coating comes off. And I will hold this up to the camera so that you can see that I'm not missing any of the coating. I'm not misshaping the drills in any way. No one is getting harmed in the making of this video. All right, let me hold this up to the camera. Maybe you can tell. I'm hoping you can tell, right? But all the AB coating is still on those special drills, right? Now, here's the one thing that I'm not sure of, because the Pick Me pen has quite a deep lid, so I can still use the original lid that comes with the pen, even with the metal tip on it. The Diamond Art Club lid looks to be much shallower. So here's the moment of truth. Is it gonna work? Yes, it is. So the Diamond Art Club pen lid still fits on. Your putty's not gonna dry out, although in all honesty, I frequently leave these lids off and forget to put them back on for, days and days at a time. And my putty never dries out, but it still fits on there perfectly. And now you have the precision tip that you've always wanted. Now, I don't know if I can get this close enough. Do you see how that is kind of pushing out a little bit now? Because I've cranked it a little further to get some more putty in there. Just take it to your metal thing, push down, and there you go. Okay, so easy peasy lemon squeezy, and you're done. Okay. So, thank you. I hope this helps somebody. Anyone that was struggling with the precision or the placement. I hope this is a video that finds you. Have the day that you deserve, and I will see you on the flip side.